The next point, external scrutiny. These cults do not allow external scrutiny. People on the outside, not a part of this cult, they can't look inside and investigate this group according to scripture. They don't want this. They don't want others to come and say, look at this. This is tithes. This is what the scripture says tithing is. And they are doing this. They are saying tithing is money. They do not want this. They don't want us on the outside looking closely at them. External scrutiny. They're going to say, Yahuwah is one channel. Stay away from that channel. That guy is wicked. He is wicked to the core. He don't know the Most High. He going to bust Shaul wide open. Make sure you don't listen to his channel. He's a hater. He's wicked. He has no business speaking against the work we're doing. When he speaks against the work we're doing, he's speaking against the Most High. You see, they don't want external scrutiny. When someone's using the word and comparing what they are doing to the word of the Most High, they don't want this. Don't make comparison. They want their members to follow and follow only. We know where we're going. You just follow us as we follow, remember, the Roman deity. You just follow us. So you're in a cult if they don't want someone on the outside. See, if you want to, people on the outside, you come to this channel, scrutinize it. It's open. Line up what I say, what you hear on this channel to the word. I welcome it. And another point here. So people don't know, listening to Yahuwah is Yahuwah is one channel. Is that a cult? Number one, I profess from day one, I am not your leader. I profess my first video. My first teaching video. We have no shepherds. That's the foundation of this channel. That's what the Most High put in me. The first video. So, in order to be a cult, there must be a leader. So you see, I don't fit any of these criteria. And you have to find out whatever group you're under. If they're fitting these criteria to a T, you better know it's a cult. They're taking money from you. You better know it's an occult. They want to keep you isolated. They want to control you, tell you what to do, who you can date, who you can see. Oh, you can't see this one. You can't go out with this one. You can't marry this one. The leaders have to have a meeting concerning you. The word come back, you can't do this. You're in a cult being controlled. You're on the stream, they are moving you. And here we have them being the self-proclaimed, self-appointed leader. The Most High didn't appoint these people. They also use fear and shame. This is one of their tactics. They like to make the people feel like they've done wrong. You know, if you leave this group, something bad will happen to you. Fear, shame. This is what we were told. You leave, they're telling you, if you stop listening to us, if you stop following us, something bad will happen to you and your family. Fear. Then they see some of your shortcomings. Shame on you. Point the finger at you. Talk about you in front of the whole assembly. Shaming you. Make you feel bad. If this is happening to you, you are in a cult. And you have to know it. You have to know when you are in a cult. They will have the finger pointing at you. You did this and you did that. Notice, they never point the finger at themselves. Notice, when they have shortcomings, they keep quiet about that, about their shortcomings, because they want to look invincible to their people. It's important to them that they look like they got it all going on, like they got it all figured out, like they got all the answers. And they use words to manipulate their people. They have a way with words. They are charismatic. Hear your gospel preachers. They're charismatic with their words. And they use this against their people. Critical thinking. This is a no-no in a camp. This is no-no in a church. They don't want you to be thinking. Critical thinking. You have to do some thinking. Critical thinking. The objective analysis and evaluations of an issue in order to form a judgment. They don't want you analyzing their camp. They don't want you to analyze, evaluate your own group, your own church that you are in. They said leave the evaluation to the leadership. Let us do it, not you. Remember, in their minds, you are incompetent. You are dumb. They called us sheep. They said you're like sheep, and sheeps are dumb. Sheep will hold their head down and walk and eat and walk right off the cliff. They said that's us. See, they said we're dumb. And they wanted to make, sounds like the government, dumbing down the people. They dumb down their people on purpose. If you don't use your critical thinking skills, that makes you dumb. That's not smart. Use your critical thinking. When you come to this channel, use your critical thinking. I even challenge the listeners. Use critical thinking. Show me where the scripture says Babylon is spiritual and I will change my teaching. I will teach Babylon is spiritual. Show me. No one can show me this. No Babylonian teacher have challenged. They have not accepted the challenge and come up with the answers to these questions according to scripture. They can't pull not one scripture out to back that claim that they proclaim to their people. Not one until this day. See, I'm telling you to use your critical thinking. I can bring out every piece of information that makes an occult an occult. Why? Because I don't choose to be a part of or build a cult. That's why. No, to everyone that asks me, no, we're not building an assembly. No, we're not having a building where we can come and have Shabbats together with classes. No, when we do this, we become an occult. This message may make someone angry or mad or upset. If it does, I'm sorry. This message was not for you. It's for the righteous. It's for the righteous to open their eyes and recognize if they are in a cult or not. And to stay away from an occult. Because if someone telling you, come follow me, that's an occult. They're telling you, come do what I'm doing. Come over here where I am. I told you. I warned you. Don't be following people. People be asking me all the time, where are you? I want to come where you are. Don't follow me. Follow the scripture. If you follow the scripture, I follow the scripture, guess what? We end up in the same areas or near to each other following the scripture. So I don't tell anyone or recommend anyone to follow me. You follow the Most High. I'm a human. I make mistakes. So when I make a mistake, and if you follow me, you're going to make the same mistakes I make. You have your own mistakes to make. I have my own mistakes to make. And I don't want anyone making my mistakes. We made some mistakes coming out. When we came out, we made a few mistakes. Now we can tell others our mistakes so they don't make those same mistakes, but we're not telling them to follow us. Follow the Most High. Use your critical thinking skills. You are very, the righteous that's been following this channel, let me tell you, you are very, very intelligent. You have a mind and you use it. And you don't allow anyone to manipulate you. You're strong. I want you to continue to be strong and to use your own thinking That's why you will never hear me telling you this is the only channel with the truth. Don't go listening to any other teaching. No, that's not my business. That's your business. Use critical thinking. Be careful. Be careful. I did warn you, if you're new to the truth, you can go to the camp's channels and learn scripture. And you will grow. But then you will grow to a point and you will stop. That's a fact. Because they're not teaching no more than this. After that point, you will get the same teaching over and over and over. Just like Christianity. The Christians, they grow to a certain point. When you first go to Christian churches, you will begin to know some scripture. You will begin to learn some of the word. And you grow to a point and stop. After that point, you get the same teaching over and over. I proclaim to you, study for yourself. All right. Here comes some people. I want you to see this. And I'm almost done. Examples of people why I left an evangelical cult. These are people that left cults. I was in a cult. They're giving you testimonies. Why leaving a cult is hard. Listen, leaving a cult is hard for most people to do. They think they're doing wrong because of their leader told them, if you leave this place, you're going to die. You're going to Shaul if you leave us. You're leaving the truth if you leave us. So it's hard to leave. They think they're doing something wicked and wrong. They've been manipulated by master manipulators. Am I in a cult? Here are all the videos talking about people that's been in a cult. I escaped a cult after 28 years. How do cults trap people? On and on and on. Lessons from a cult survivor. There are those that's been in cults and they escape. Those are mostly the Christian cults. Now, here are the Hebrew Israelite people. What they call themselves, ignorantly. They haven't learned yet that we're Bani Yasharal. They don't know Bani Yasharal, but that's who we are. They still call themselves Hebrew Israelites. Why I will never join IUIC cult or any camp. See, now let me explain something here. I watched some of these videos because I want to know what did they experience. And some of the things that they said they experienced, I saw some of the documented papers from these camps themselves. Most of it is truthful. They experience these things. But what happens, they come out of this cult and they go back to the Christian cult. They go from one cult to the other. So what's the difference? Husband threats. IUIC cult over marriage and picking new wives. See, they have to pick the wife. They want to be in charge and control over everything. Religious cults. They're telling you what happened in these cults, how they operate on the Shabbat. They're telling some inside information that we don't know because we're not inside. And they talk about some of the things that they've experienced. And they are horror stories. I feel sorry for these ladies that been through this. Most of these cults goes against the woman. The women are like, it's another hate on another level that our women are experiencing in these camps. But this is what it's like. What it's like to date again after leaving Hebrew cults. So they know their life has changed. They're starting to see others. And they understand they're not going to Shaul because they left this cult. Look at this channel is dedicated to cults. Tales, you should watch some of these videos. Tales from the cult. They had that old show on HBO, Tales from the Crypt. She has Tales from the Cult. I escaped a destructive cult. Our people are escaping from these camps. This is serious business. This is life and death our people are experiencing in these camps. And once again, they are horror stories. So I did this so everyone will not fall victims like these women have fell victims, and how to know you are in a cult. And that's all. Shalom.